This is Trisha Thompson from Gluten Free Watchdog. This is another video in the series that we are doing on Nima sensor. Today we are going to be talking about mustard and the test results that we got when we tested two varieties of mustard for gluten. We tested Coleman's mustard, which happens to contain wheat flour, and we tested French's mustard, which is labeled gluten-free. When we tested the Coleman's mustard, this is basically what we did. These photos are also posted. We put a pea-sized amount into the capsule and tested it. And the result we received was high gluten. Now, this is what we would expect to see, gluten detected, because we were testing a mustard that contains wheat flour. When we tested the French's mustard, we did the exact same process, pea-sized amount into a new capsule, and the result we got was a smiley face. And the smiley face means gluten-free. So again, that's what we would expect to see because the product is in fact labeled gluten-free. So we did a second test on the Coleman's mustard. And the reason we did the second test is that the Nima website recommends that for brightly colored foods, and Coleman's mustard seems like a brightly colored food, that a small amount is tested and that this small amount is diluted with water. So we actually used a disposable pipette to test this particular sample for gluten. We added about a pipette's worth. These are really, really small, so about a pipette's worth of water to the capsule. And the result that we got with the diluted mustard was low gluten. So why did we get a high gluten with the straight mustard and a low gluten with the diluted mustard? And the reason for this is likely because it's diluted. So if there is any gluten in a sample and you're adding water to it, in effect, you are decreasing the part per million level. The same amount of gluten is going to be there, but you're reducing the proportion of gluten that is within that sample. So you are decreasing the part per million level of that sample. And that's likely why we got a low gluten value when we tested the diluted mustard. These results have raised some concerns because of this dilution and the fact that it's not a measured dilution. You don't really know how much water is being added. And so please read the text that accompanies this video so that you can read what a testing expert had to say about these test results, specifically addressing the issue of dilution. I hope this is helpful. We're going to continue doing these as we continue to test. Our next step, we're in the process of purchasing foods to send to the lab for side-by-side testing using the R5 ELISA, the Nima, and possibly the lateral flow device made by our Biofarm. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.